let's get into how to bedazzle La Roche-Posay cleanser. So you're going to need your cleanser, a rhinestone glue, I like liquid fusion, rhinestones, a glue bottle holder, and a nail file. So I'm just sanding out my surface so that my rhinestones can adhere to it with the glue. And I'm going to get started with the base line, which is our first line, our foundation line. I want to make sure this line is straight and perfect because it sets the tone for the rest of the cleanser. And I'm just going to go around until they meet towards the end. So towards the end, I did have a little space there that I had filled with two M-size rhinestones, and I went ahead and finished the top because I needed the glue to dry in order for me to move on to the next part. So here I'm just going to do like an outline with some silver rhinestones because I didn't know if I wanted to bedazzle the front of the cleanser. I wanted it to be exposed, but then later on I did change my mind. So I'm just doing this because at the time I just wanted it to look a little more like exposed for the logo and what it is. So I'm just adding an outline here. Now for the logo, I was just going to outline it, and then I thought I was going to do the honeycomb method, but then I changed my mind here because I really felt like the blue was a little bit more deeper than I expected, but it was the only one that like fit really well with the color. So I did like a little scattered method to do the logo. And here is the finished product with the outline and the logo. Next, I'm going to do the back side. I did remove the back label. I just felt like it just was going to mess up what I had going on because I am using a silver stone instead of the white stone. I wanted it to really sparkle, and I'm just doing a honeycomb method here. And with the honeycomb method, you're just placing one rhinestone in between every two rhinestones, and I'm going to continue this all the way down. Unfortunately, as I was going towards the end, my camera was just out of place. It just was all over it was just a mess, and I apologize, but this is the only clip that was suitable, and you can actually see me do the honeycomb method. So that's what I'm doing here. And this is how it came out for the back side. Now I'm just going to go ahead and continue to apply the silver rhinestones to the bottom to make it more like seamless, and then I'm going to move forward to the actual like face of the cleanser. So here I'm just using my clear transparent rhinestones in a size 5M. I am going to use some filler stones, but I did want to do clear because it kind of shows what's on the front of the cleanser, but I did leave a few parts exposed. So now I'm just going to show you like the filler stones. I used 2M rhinestones because I think it was the perfect size. I didn't want to force anything bigger than a 2M because then it would just fall off, and we don't want that to happen. And this is how it turned out. So next I'm just going to continue going up with the honeycomb method. I did want to leave the hydrating gentle cleanser part exposed so that you kind of know exactly what it is, because they do have a variety of products, and I did like this one, but I don't think it was for me. I have very oily skin, so I used a foaming cleanser, and I think that one works best for me. If you used this brand before, just comment below and let me know which one is your favorite. But I'm just going to go ahead and continue my honeycomb method. I'm going to start a new line and kind of line it up with the other line. Even though it's going to be a little off, I did use a little filler stone to make sure that line is kind of straight. I just wanted it to look a little clean. So now that my honeycomb method is back in place, I'm just going ahead and continuing that pattern as I get closer to the top, and I'm using the clear stone to cover up anything other than like what the item is and what it actually does. So I'm just continuing this. So here I'm just going to continue my honeycomb method, and I am going to leave the brand's name exposed, but I did want to cover it with a 5M rhinestone, so I had to go in with a smaller one, and the one that I used was a 3M rhinestone, and I think it came out really good. And then I'm going to go ahead and go up the sides just to leave it exposed. So here I'm just going to do the honeycomb method in this little space. I am going to do it on both sides, and as I get to the top, I am using smaller stones to fill in those little spaces that the 5M cannot fit. I don't want to force it because once again the rhinestones will fall out. And here is the final product. I think it came out so good. I'm glad I did use those clear rhinestones. Let me know what you think in the comments, and thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.